Hey queens, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be trying out all Anastasia Beverly Hills complexion products. You guys know they got foundation, they got setting powder, they got bronzer, they have highlighters. They also launch concealers as well as bronzer kind of pomade. So we're going to be trying out all those things. So if you want to see how to get a good complexion with ABH products, then don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay queens, let's get started. I haven't done a full face of makeup in months, and I haven't filmed in a month. All the videos you guys have been seeing are old, so let's just jump right into it. I already applied my primer. I went in with the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and for foundation, I'm gonna go in with their foundation in the shade 510. I'm gonna use this Morphe brush and just tap this into the skin. I really do like this foundation. I like the fact that it is full coverage, like full coverage. One thing I would say is that it does oxidize. This foundation is lightweight. So I hate those foundations when they're so heavy. You literally feel like you got foundation on your skin. You know, like you can have on your makeup for literally an hour and you're ready to take it off. Okay, up next we have concealer. This would be the first time I've ever tried this on film. I think the foundation as well. And I picked up the shade 18. I'm not gonna lie, I tried it already and I am obsessed. What I like to do is I don't like to go in with a lot of concealer at once, because for me, it just seems like they all dry down a little bit too fast for me to move them. So what I like to do is just go in the inner corner, and I just do 3 lines. I know some people do it differently. I just like to do it the way that it looks flattering on my face. But I would definitely say, like, look up your face shape. Figure out what works for you. Sometimes people drag it like all the way down here. I can't do that. For me, it just to make my face look slumped in, and I don't like it. And the sponge I'm gonna go in is with my e.l.f. sponge. You guys know this is my favorite. It's so affordable. It gets the job done. And what I like to do is start packing in the inner corner to the outer corner. And this may seem like light, but this oxidizes as well. I had to do the same thing with the concealer in order to get my perfect shade, but I do like the concealer, and I like the fact that it doesn't crease at all. Like, no, there's been times I put concealer all over my face and still come back and there's no creasing. I'm just gonna go back in and follow up with the same steps, and what I like to do is apply it in my under eye, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and I put only a little bit on my forehead. Okay, so I have all of my concealer on, and it's not even set, and I can honestly say, like, I love it. It looks way like more fresh and more cleaned up once it's set, but I am obsessed with this concealer. The next thing I'm gonna go in with is my bronzer, and today I'm trying for the first time, I already took the top off, the cream bronzer in the shade Chestnut. What I wanna do with this is just go directly in with my brush. I just don't want to put any makeup on my hands right now. Your girl had a whole eczema flare up on her hand, so I'm just not trying to put nothing on there. But also I like to apply it with a brush because it just makes it look more natural. And then I'm just going to start up here, and I just kind of like to press it in. Just go in circular motions and then kind of sweep it out. It really helps to blend in that concealer line as well. I don't know why I just tapped the brush, there's no powder. And I do the same on my cheeks, just. And always make sure you're going up. Don't go down, it'll just drag down your face, and we don't want to do that. We want to lift the face. We don't want to drag down the face. I really do like how that turns out. I'm used to a tad bit darker shade, so what I'm going to do is go in with the foundation stick in Cool Earth. I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm just going to swipe it off foundation stick and just focus that deeper shade a little bit more towards the back. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, when am I gonna film again? It was driving me crazy. It's just the fact that work is so crazy right now, with us not having anybody. But y'all know why jobs don't have anybody, because they don't pay nobody. So just saying. Okay, so to set my concealer, I'm gonna go in with the loose powder in Deep Peach. Now, I used to use banana powder, but you guys know everybody's banana powder does not look the same. I still have it. I just prefer Deep Peach. It just looks really nice on my skin tone. I really like the fact that they give you this really deep cap. ABH just they really stepped it up. And before I go in with any powder, I like to go back in with my sponge just to ensure that everything is completely blended out. You know, even though it doesn't crease, still you want to just be sure before you lay down powder, because once powder's laid down, that's just it. And then I also like to go back in with my foundation brush just to make sure that contour is like all blended out. No harsh lines or demarcation. Okay, so what I like to do is put a little bit of powder in the cap, and then I dip my sponge in. I don't go directly on my skin with a lot of powder at first. I like to build that up. Typically, I would dust it off on my hand, but you know, with the situation with my hands, I'm just gonna use another cap and just kind of tap it in there, and then start to go from the inner corner to the outer corner. I put a little bit too much on my chin, but that's okay. And then for my forehead, I like to use the least amount of powder. So before I go in with baking and setting my contour and everything, what I like to do is go in with my brow gel. I know it's crazy, brow gel, but I want to make sure my brow gel is completely dried down before I start to use my pomade. You guys know I use pomade. I'm really trying to get into pencils. If you guys have any good pencils that you like, please comment down below, because I'm looking for some good ones. But this is the pomade I've been not pomade, this is the gel I've been using recently, and it is the Brow Freeze. I love it. It's like this clear, like jelly-like consistency, and I just like to dip my brush in just a little bit, and I'm gonna run this completely through my brows, back and forth, up and down, just to ensure that my brows are like stiff. Like, I want them to be stuck. I want them to not move. And it takes this stuff a little bit long to dry, so I want to make sure that it's dry before I start putting down my pomade. If you don't have a dryer, you know, a little fan or something you use, I have a little fan. If you're looking for a little fan, don't go on Amazon, y'all. Go on Dollar Tree. Just go to Dollar Tree before stuff don't be $1 no more. And just go ahead and get you a little cute fan that runs on batteries or something, and just dry your face. If you don't, you know, you don't always have to spend $30 on something. Unless you want to, of course. Okay, so I have my brow gel in. I'm gonna let that dry for a little while. So now I'm gonna go straight in with bronzer. I use a little bronzer to begin with, and then I kind of touch it up at the end just so it can pop a little bit more. But the bronzer I'm using is the shade Mahogany. You already know it's ABH. Everything on my face is ABH. And I'm gonna use this brush from e.l.f. e.l.f. got some really nice brushes, y'all. If you don't have any brushes by them, you should definitely check them out. The same way I applied it is the same way I like to apply the powder, but I just like to be a little more neater just because it is setting it, you know. Okay, so I really do like how the bronzer and stuff turned out. If I wanted to just throw on some mascara, this could be like a nice everyday look, just something simple. But since I'm going for full glam, I'm gonna go straight in and bake the face. And I'm gonna go in with the same powder, but I am going to go in with a lot of powder. I'm not going to be packing this in. I'm literally just going to be placing it under my eye. And this is pretty much to catch any fallout from the palette. You know, you don't want to do all that work to make sure that your face is like really nice and then you get shadow all over it. And I go in with a heavy amount. It's okay, because once I take it off, it'll all be blended out. I don't focus on my forehead, just my under eye. Pretty much the areas I crease the most. My under eye, underneath my nose, the corners right here of my nose. If you're a sweater, just fake it. Okay, so now let's go straight into brows. For brows, you guys know I do pomade, and I'm gonna go in with my Dip Brow pomade in the shade Ebony. I used to use a ABH brush, but I don't know what it is. I am stuck on this Morphe's brow brush. So it doesn't matter how many brushes I go by, I still ultimately end up coming back and using this one. Ooh, for a second I thought my pomade had dried out. It's been so long since I touched it, Lord. Then I just like to go in with a little bit. If you guys want to see a full brow tutorial, I would definitely do one. Just comment down below and let me know. Okay, so I got my brows filled in, and I do like to set them just a little bit in the front. So I'm gonna go back in with that gel just a little bit because it doesn't dry down immediately and I don't want like pomade and stuff starting to move. Okay, so that's pretty much all I do to them. This video is pretty much just based off skin. So I'm about to go do my eyes and I'll be right back so we can finish up the rest of the face. Okay, queens, that is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope this encourages you to go check out some of ABH's products. I definitely love the brand. Love the brand. I love the fact that they have variety. It's something, you know, I feel like everyone can find something, whether it's in their foundation, their concealer, as well as their setting powders. They just have a lot of variety, and that's one thing I definitely love about the brand. Okay, so now time for the giveaway. I definitely wanted to save the giveaway until the end of this video. All you have to do to enter the video is subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram, and if you want an extra bonus, I need you guys to go follow me on my new TikTok account. Your girl is going to be doing story times on there. Story times with makeup looks, of course. If you want me to tell your stories, you can email me here, anonymous only, of course, but I'll be telling my stories as well as other people's stories. Yeah, that's all you have to do to enter the giveaway. Everything will be listed below in the description box. So yeah, that's all you guys have to do to enter the giveaway, so make sure you're doing that. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Bye guys.